What's up, y'all? Same YouTube channel as always. Same thing, JPTV 3000. With that being said, let's get into it. Shout out to a couple of people in the comments. I'm on night shift, working 14-hour days. The only time I got is that time between waking up and getting to work, and that time between getting off work and going to sleep. That's the only in between time I got. I can't be sharing it like that. That's just me time, man. But anyway, let's get to the point. Eric, if you ain't done frac heating by now, you will enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it, especially if you're the operator. The operator just runs the equipment. He runs the truck. It's usually a hot.
Hey Jason, looks like we're getting a VISC of 26.7 and a water weight of 8.5.
And frac heating is usually either you're using a hot oiler truck. Well, hot oiler is also another job position up here, so you can also look for that. But I think you're gonna enjoy it, man. Hot oil, especially in the winter, you get all the hours you want, all the overtime you want. As long as your company can keep the contract, do the job, do what they're supposed to do, and get in, get out. Hey, your company gonna make money, you gonna make money. Hot oiler frac heater on the operator side, like operating the equipment, you should get, you ought to get around the 70 range. You ought to say, okay, 70 range. That says operator, 70 range, 70,000 and up. If your company is a water transfer company and your frac heating is going to be a water transfer job, you can make about 60, possibly even 70. I don't know what they make, but I know they don't make the same thing that we make. But they don't do what we do. So it depends on whether you're running the equipment, and it could just be, you're just out there doing water transfer. And if it is, hey man, that's a laid back job, gonna get paid, you're gonna make some money too. Jacob, how to get into frac? You're gonna get into frac by looking for entry level or training positions. Halliburton has some available. I think Halliburton, Calfrac. Somebody else. BJ Energy Services. Schlumberger. If you get on with Schlumberger Halliburton, you stay there until you get a year or two, or you move within a different division of the company. Just make sure you stay there for a year or two. You start working at Halliburton, don't just up and go somewhere else. Don't just, especially if it's your first oil field job. Don't, man, I don't like this no more. Hey, make it work. Make it work. It's gonna pay off in the long run. Real talk. Go to Indeed, type in frac, FRACK, and see what jobs come up, because it's not just North Dakota. I'm used to North Dakota. I'm kind of conditioned to this, but coming into the winter, man, I really don't feel like being up here for another winter. But I'm gonna be up here, and I know it's gonna be tough. It's gonna try me, but it's gonna make me a better person. So that's the way I look at it. It's gonna strengthen the areas that I didn't know, and it's gonna try me in ways that I haven't been tried. And my goal and my plan is to come out on top. But Jacob, how to get into frac? I answered that. And you have to be specific when you say frac. Frac fueling, or like frac, like it's frac operated with a fracking company. Calfrac's a fracking company. Halliburton does more than frac too. But BJ, they frac. C&J, they frac. Keene is in Dickinson, they frac. Liberty is in they frac. Weatherford used to frac. I don't think Weatherford fracks anymore. Baker Hughes used to frac. They don't frac anymore. Or at least up here they don't. But remember, Indeed, go to Indeed.com, the website, the job search website. Type in frac. Look at Halliburton, and you want to be looking for entry level positions if you don't have any oil field experience. D Miles, Minot Life. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities for you in Minot and outside of Minot. Minot is actually in a pretty good location where it is, but it is farther away from the main action. But Minot's a better way of life. If you haven't gotten to Minot yet, and you're not living in Minot yet, you're gonna like Minot. Minot's laid back. It's a real town/city kind of a feel. Versus when you get outside of Minot and you get over to the rest of Western North Dakota, hey man, you get what you can get, bro. That's it. As far as like way of life and community and stuff like that, you get what you can get. I like Minot personally, but that's a whole different other conversation. We ain't about to get into that. There's a lot of opportunities for you in Minot and also around Minot in that area. Oilfield also. Gonna pause it real quick. Now I'm gonna cover a couple other things just because I opened up this notepad and I saw that I wrote like some stuff that apparently was on my mind at the time. Hold on a minute. But like I said, I wrote down some stuff that was on my mind at the time, and I figured I'd just share this information with y'all, just see what's up. There are different kinds of oil field mentalities, and you usually have three. One's a temporary, just trying something, 6 months, maybe even 2 years, and they're off. They're going to go do or go back to whatever it was they wanted to go do. That's the temporary, make some quick money, pretty much. Temporary, make some quick money, gonna go do something else. Then you have the change of career. They've already had a career doing something else, and now they want to try this oil field thing. They've heard about it. They've had a successful career doing something, so they figured they can also have a successful career doing something else. Alternate experience. And in other fields, they pay off some bills, some debt. These are 2 to 5 years. Get in, make your money.
Barrel to pipe on pipe should be leaving the pipe. Coil. Copy, thank you.
These are 2 to 5 years. Get in, make your money, and get out. Accomplish some goals. And then you have 3, the lifers. I think I'm a lifer at this point. I started out in trucking, and I enjoyed trucking, but trucking didn't satisfy some goals that I wanted to satisfy and accomplish and do with my life, and I'm finding those available for me in the oil field, and my expectations have been exceeded. Now my expectations my mind's been blown pretty much by how much I've been able to do and take part in the oil field. So that's why I see myself as a lifer. I think other people that I've met who work at this company that I work at and do what I do, they also see it that same way. Lifers, you got to see the big picture. It's kind of like Halliburton, kind of like some of those other companies. You put that time into that company, and progress and work your way up. You could be looking at 10 years, as long as you saved your money, invested into your 401k and this and that, and diversified your income streams, or at least your what you want to make interest in long-term money off of. You can set yourself up pretty damn good in the oil field. Money, retirement, career, lifetime is understanding the military aspect of the oil field and industry. When I say the military aspect, all right, that's like I've never been in the military, but there are people who've been in the military. They'll do real good in the oil field. They'll do real good. That regimen, that discipline, it's perfect for the oil field, because you have positions in the oil field where it may not be as polished, but with the right people and the right mentality and the right discipline, the job in the company can do so much better. Standards, goals, and dreams. I've accomplished goals since being in the oil field, and I've accomplished dreams. Like this job I work at, this career I have now, this is a dream. I dreamed about this. I fantasized about what I'm doing right now, and to see myself doing it, it's something else. To see myself doing what I fantasized and dreamed about is really something else. And it's awesome in my opinion. It's awesome to be doing what I'm doing. I hope whoever you are, wherever you're from, whatever your background is, I hope you find that. I hope you find that thing that you like doing, and I like doing this. And I haven't even been doing this that long. When we rig up and we rig out, okay, let's go. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. I didn't feel that way when I did fracking. Just it's a different ball game. Fracking is perfect for, you in them 20s and you want to build extensive oil field experience. You can get to a company man pretty quick in fracking because you're going to get a lot of different experiences. There's a lot of moving pieces in fracking. There's a lot of different kinds of things that can go wrong, problems you're going to run into. This won't work, that won't work. It's winter, this is freezing up, that's freezing up, the truck won't start. You're going to experience all of this stuff through different aspects in the oil field, through different avenues, and a lot of them are going to be similar. But fracking has so many different moving parts to it. So, pump operator, your chemical operator, your multiple sand operators, your hydro operator, your blender operator, and that's hydro if you have a hydro, you're not just taking it from the tanks to the blender. But pump down for wireline right now. Pump down for wireline. Wireline, which you can easily go from wireline to from frac to wireline, because when you go apply to a wireline company, they see that you've done frac, they know you've got experience in how the job works, how the pace is, what you need to do. You need to be ready. You need to be ready to go right then. There's something else I'm gonna bring up to y'all. I need to write this down and be in more detail about it, but it just came up to my mind. And please take this to heart. When it's time to go to work, it's time to go to work. Watch your supervisors and your lead guys and follow their example. Follow the example of the people in charge and set your standards to be like them. You want to be like them or better than them. You want to do the best possible job that you can. Don't be going around like hiding, trying to disappear. Like if you're tired, you need to catch your breath. Hey, just stop for a minute. You're tired, catch your breath. But there's going to be some times when you need to step that up. There's going to be some times when you need to, okay, you're tired, but hey, let's get this knocked out the way. We can go to the next step, and then I can catch my breath at the next step of what we're doing. Think about stuff like that, because the oil field can be hard, but we can make it easier for ourselves. We can make it easier by trying to be ahead of the next thing that we got to do. And that's what I'm working on, because I just started this career path in the oil field, and one of my main goals is to be ahead of the next step, know where we're going before we get there. So I'm trying to absorb everything. I'm trying to see everything, and I'm getting better at it. I've already operated 2 different pieces of equipment since I've been here. I can run the pumps, but I haven't run the pumps from 0 all the way to 100%, which is bringing in everything, getting it spotted, getting everything up and running, including all the other equipment, and going down hole, and then coming in the next day, coming out of hole, rigging everything down and leaving. I haven't done that as a full process, which would take a couple of days to get there. So I would have to catch the right time where I would get that experience there. And that's what I'm missing right now. But one of the guys I work with, he said, it's all right, Jerry, you'll get there. You're doing a great job. Just keep doing what you've been doing. So I look at that as, okay, I wasn't looking for approval, and I wasn't looking for someone to be like, Jerry, you're doing a good job. My goal was to do a good job before I came here. My goal was to do a good job like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, before the oil field was ever even something I could even, possibly even think about. So, with that being said, don't be the lazy guy at work. Like, don't be that guy. Somebody got to come find you every time it's time to go do some work. Where is such and such at? Have you seen such and such? I'm like, hey, look, if you got to do that, go work at Walmart. Go work at Walmart. Because up here, when wintertime hits, ain't no room for that. Like, you gonna make other people's lives around you more difficult. And if that's your goals, go make it difficult for the people that work at McDonald's, man. Like, don't come here with that. Come here, you gonna be the best, you gonna do the best, and you gonna be the best, period. This is my personal philosophy. For me, if I ever watch this video all the way from beginning to the end, and I see me saying this, me listen to me, this is what you came out here for. You didn't come out here to be second place. You didn't come out here to be third place. You came out here to be the damn champion. Like the Philadelphia Eagles, damn it. Nobody saw them beating the Patriots, just like the Giants them 2 times. Nobody saw them beating the Patriots, man. Nah. They're too experienced, man. It's their first time here, man. This is not gonna happen. And they showed out. They outright showed out. And I'm here to be the best that I could possibly be. Hope I didn't ramble on too much. And whatever else, blah, blah, blah. But there's money out here for y'all. It's just a matter of whether you're in a position where you can take advantage of the best opportunities available to you and turn those opportunities into something more amazing than what you thought they could be. This video almost 20 minutes of talking. I'm on night shift, so when I get off, I ain't got much time in between getting off work, going to sleep, waking up, and going to work. And I'm gonna go play on my phone and do some more nothing and write down more stuff that comes to my mind, just because it's gonna be a good little while, and it's only 9:23. I got 7 more hours to go. So I'll wrap this video up at 20 minutes of doggone talking. Hope this information helps some of y'all. I'll put some links in the description down there at the bottom.
Okay, well, it's for the switch side, man, for. Yes, sir, go ahead. Copy that.
Damn. Guess the secret's out now. Anyway, so there it is. But anyway, didn't want that information getting out there, but it's out there. Oh yeah, in case I didn't say this before, get in, y'all. Get in. So I hope everything works out for all other people. You got any comments, questions? You just put them in the comments down there at the bottom. I don't really email people, because I don't give people email, because like a verbal conversation is a lot better than a text conversation. Because a verbal conversation, we can say everything we want and desire to say, and that takes a lot of doggone typing to get that out, to get the understanding out. I'll put it that way. That's all the stuff I can think of. Be positive, stay positive, whoever y'all is, wherever y'all from, whatever y'all do, whatever your background is, be the best in it, man. I'll let y'all later. Peace.